Well done.
Even all.
Okay. Someone got the TV on the background.
Yeah, it might be this other laptop.
Ah, okay. Cheers.
Ooh.
That's even better.
It's not this one.
That's fine. Perfect. You're excused. Tonight you're excused. Right, welcome everybody. It's a great night. Start off with John Kenny.
Andy Balbirnie, congratulations. Sat with you in out the West Indies when they won one of the T20 games. Where does this rank?
Yeah, it ranks pretty well. You know, I said it to the guys that we've beat the T20 world champs in their own backyard, and we've beat the ODI champs. So,
lads, what's going on there? Thank you. Sorry, go ahead, Bandy.
But yeah, look, it's a huge win for us. It's a huge win for this group. You know, for young guys to be involved in this series has been great, but to also be involved in a win like that is special and one we'll remember forever. You know, the great thing about these games is they're something after for the World Cricket League. So to be able to get up and running in that is great.
In terms then, we know, and you knew as well, that the top order had to make runs today, didn't they?
Yeah, they did, and that's, I suppose, the disappointing thing is that we couldn't put in a performance maybe in the first ODIs, and you never know what would have happened. But to be able to turn up today and put in a performance like that with the bat is very satisfying. I thought Paul was that's as well as I've seen him play in an ODI. He was aggressive from the top and set the tempo in the first power play, which we hadn't had in previous ODIs. In terms of then when Sterlo lost the wicket, that Harry Tector was sent in. Were you tempted to send in Kevin O'Brien? Yeah, I'd spoken to it with Sterlo. I reckon maybe he got out, but sure, why not throw in the young guy and let him experience that? It was, you know, we were in a good position, and the way Harry's been playing, it's been exceptional. And for him to be able to be out there at the end with someone like Kev, you know, he'll gain so much from that. So those sort of little experiences are great for our young guys to have. Yeah, it's obviously been a difficult series, hammered in the first two. To come back like that in the class that you did and show the class to win this game must have thrilled you, because obviously there's going to be a big break now. You've got 2 weeks of quarantine to go through when you get back as well. So there's a lot of that going on. But this will obviously be a great fill up, and obviously in terms of work or qualification, it's 10 points in the bag, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully if the government are watching, they could maybe let us slide for 2 weeks. No, look, it's going to be frustrating but that's just the way it's going. It's been great to be able to be in this bubble, and we've been, you know, really well looked after by the ECB, and it's been a privilege to come over here and play during these uncertain times. So, look, we're just very grateful for the opportunity, and to come back with 10 points is even better. Best win of your career? Yeah, it's up there. I think obviously Nelson in 2015 was my first taste of it, but yeah, I think it is. It's very satisfying. I don't know if it's really sunk in there. So it's huge. It's huge for the sport. You know, there's not been a lot of cricket in the country this year, obviously due to COVID. So hopefully we've given the kids and the young generation a bit of a boost and something to strive towards, like our lads have. Thanks. Well done. Cheers, John. Well done.
Ian.
Well done, Andy. Congratulations. Take you back to the toss. Was that just a case of doing something different, or did you believe the wicket would get better as it went on? Yeah, look, I think it was a slightly better wicket than maybe the first ODI. So we knew once the lights came on, it would be probably a nicer wicket to bat on. I thought we bowled pretty well again. I thought up top we created chances. Maybe in the middle got a bit we struggled a bit with Owen and Tom. I'll record a report there now shortly, Michael. Right? But yeah, look, to be able to, we were eyeing up maybe, you know, getting them 250 all out, because we did well to get key wickets at crucial times. So 323-30, we knew we were in the game, because we knew the wicket would get pretty good. And I thought we adapted well. I think the first 10 overs were crucial, and we got off to a positive start. You know, even Gareth, who maybe struggled a bit early, he still managed to get his tempo towards the back end, and to get a kind of solid 50 partnership was kind of settled the nerves in a big chase. As you say, you took wickets in the middle. It's just a question now of getting wickets at the end. The tail-enders are frustrating you again. So they are, yeah. We don't really seem to have a plan to get David Willey out. But look, he batted pretty well. He's obviously a good player. He's had a great series. He's grown in confidence. And
Yeah, look, they are things that we need to work on, but I've been really happy with how the bowling unit have gone as a whole. Gareth Delaney bowled well today. I thought he bowled beautifully. And we were missing our strike bowler and Barry McCarthy and Boyd Rankin. So for guys to come in, I thought Craig Young was exceptional. I thought that was as well as I've seen him bowl. We had a clear head, and these sort of experiences are going to be great for someone like that.
It's Paul obviously was man of the match, and we'll take all the plaudits, but yeah, must really felt good about your own innings. Talk about a little bit about that.
Yeah, look, I love batting with Paul. He's my favourite player to bat with that I've played with. We dovetail quite well. When he's in that sort of mood, you can sort of go under the radar a bit. So that kind of suits me. I was a bit more positive today maybe than I had been the last couple of games, and I was a bit frustrated with the way I've gone and the way I've been dismissed in the last two games. So to get 100 and contribute to a win as captain like that is it's so satisfying, and it's a huge win for us as a group going forward.
And Harry coming in there at the end, such a cool head, only 20 years old, brilliant.
Yeah, he is, and he's been really impressive throughout the whole tour, the way he's adapted himself. And we gave him the nod to go in at 4 against a team like England, which can maybe be a bit daunting for some lads, but he's really taken it on the chin, and he's just been exceptional. He's great in the field, and it gives us something there. So, yeah, look, delighted that he can experience something like that at such a young age.
Cheers.
Ollie.
Hi, Andy. Congratulations. Second highest ODI partnership ever for Ireland between you and Paul. How good does that feel?
Yeah, look, it feels good. Like I said, I love batting with Paul. We've had some good partnerships over the last few years. It was great to see him in the nick he was in. I suppose you don't really look at partnerships as such. You're always looking at kind of where the DLS is and where the run rate is, and we kept that pretty intact until maybe he got run out, and then I maybe got a bit bogged down. There was a bit of a kind of touchy stage, but I thought the way Kev and Harry came in and nudged it around and put the bad ball away kind of settled the nerves. And look, he's as good a player in the world. We know how important he is to our team, and the more knocks like that he can play, the better the team we're going to be.
And Paul holds 4 of the top 9 Irish scores in ODI cricket. How good is it for you to have him in the team, and how big an asset is he to this Irish side? Yeah,
he's a huge asset. He is, when I found out, when he texted me to say that he wasn't going to continue with Middlesex and stick with Ireland, I was delighted. Look, he's such a good player, and there's so many teams around the world that wants him in their team, and he brings the guys with him. There's young guys who are asking him questions every day, and he's always willing to help. And he's only 30, so hopefully he's got a lot more years and a lot more runs in the bank.
And in the series so far, you haven't bowled England out. You did it for the first time today. It's the first time they've been bowled out since the World Cup final. I mean, does that send a message to the rest of the teams in this competition?
I think so. Look, I said before the series that qualifying for this automatically will be our greatest achievement. Certainly mine involved in Ireland. It's going to be just so tough, and we're going to play in really tough conditions. But yeah, look, it's a good start. It's just good to get on the board. Coming away here with no points would have been disappointing, but having not gone well in the first 2, we didn't deserve to get any points from them. But I think we fully deserve getting our 10 points today.
And does that fill the bowlers with confidence as well?
Yeah, it does, and they're learning. Like we brought Mark Adair in today, and he got the scalp of Johnny Barstow, which was so crucial. The way he sets the tone for that England team himself, and Jason Roy. So Craig Young's been really, really impressive. He bowled well in the lead up, and like I said, Barry went down injured, and we needed someone to step up, and he's fully done that. And Josh Little as well. Gareth Delaney bowled well today, and look, it's great. It's just great. This is the best place to come out and learn is by playing these top internationals, and I think we've definitely had our learning from all 3 games.
Excellent, thank you.
Matt Rowland.
Hi, Andy. Well batted. It seemed like you were both quite positive against spin, especially early on. You sort of sweeping Moeen and Paul hitting Rashid for a couple of 6s. Was that a sort of calculated plan to try and be more proactive against the spinners?
I don't know if it was it wasn't like a coming together and let's pick out these guys. Adil Rashid is such an important bowler to this England team, and he's a world-class operator. So we knew that he was a threat, but we didn't want to kind of just see him off and sit back to him. We wanted to play positively, and that's the way he plays his cricket. And I was happy to just play along with him and hit my strengths rather than playing kind of outside of my game. And look, he's just a great communicator out there. We always talk to each other and see where our options are. And look, it went well for us today. We're going to have days where it doesn't go well, like the first 2 games. So we've just got to enjoy today and take it forward.
In terms of you two, you obviously both have good records against spin. Do you think that's sort of come a bit through playing teams like Afghanistan a lot over the years? Do you feel like that sort of strength for you guys?
Well, yeah, when 80% of your fixtures are against Afghanistan, you learn a few things. But yeah, look, we play a lot of cricket in those conditions in the UAE and stuff. We have qualifiers there, so we're also brought up on spin. Wickets in Ireland tend to spin, so you need to play them well. And yeah, it's something that we've done quite well, and sometimes we haven't done quite well, but that's just the way it goes. And as long as we're continuing to take the positive option, I'll be happy.
Cheers.
Mike Walters.
Andrew, congratulations. Do you have to go into quarantine when you get home? And if so, for how long? And if so, will the memory of this victory sustain you through your quarantine, please?
Yeah, the guys based in the Republic have to do 2 weeks, and the guys up in the north don't. So there is certainly it's a strange situation, but it's been a strange situation for 4 months, and we've just got to do as we're told. And yeah, it'll be a strange 2 weeks, but I'm sure I'll find a couple of books, or I might watch this game maybe 4 or 5 times. But yeah, look, it's going to be strange, but we'll keep in contact, we'll keep in touch with guys and make sure they're all kind of because I think we play our Interpro cricket like pretty soon after the 2 weeks, our kind of first class and list A stuff. So, we're going to have to make sure that we're keeping busy in those 2 weeks.
Brilliant, thank you.
Any more questions? All good. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andy. Well done.